Oh, hey there, buddy bears. It is a Violet, and I am going to read you two poems from my book of poetry that I wrote today myself. And his name is Bob the Book. Yeah, he's got googly eyes and a mustache. Anyway, I'm going to read, the first poem I'm going to read is called My Death. And it's probably not what you think it's about. So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to tell you what I wrote it about. Okay. It is cold, wet, damp, and dark. All I can hear is the beating of my heart. I can feel it through my feet, for I am here to meet my defeat. I am growing ill, sitting, waiting to be killed. And as I die, I want you to know that I have always loved you so. So is this the end for me? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And as I breathe my last breath, I know for sure this is my death. Now that poem probably sounds like I was depressed, and I just wanted to die, and all this stuff, but no! I actually wrote that poem, in a state that I live in, we have SOL test, which stands for standardized, I don't know, something. It stands for something. It's stupid. But yeah, we have SOL tests, and they're basically tests at the end of a year. And the highest grade you can get is a 600. The lowest, well, you can get really, really low. You know, anywhere from 600 to, I guess, like a 100 maybe. But you don't want to get anything below a 400. Because if you get anything below a 400, you won't pass. So I was taking my math SOL tests, which are now on the computer, and like I said in basically the story about my life vlog, I'm 2 or so grades above the math that I'm supposed to be. So I'm actually learning high school math in middle school. So I was learning algebra and everybody else was learning something else. And I took my algebra SOL test. And it was so hard, and like throughout the entire thing, I had the beginning, it like stuck in my head. And I was just like, I'm gonna get to lunch, and then I started writing a poem, and then my friends started reading it. They were like, this is good, blah, blah. And then I told them it was actually about how much I suffered through the math SOL test. They were like, what the hell? That doesn't even make sense. Like, why? It's a good poem, but it doesn't seem like that, Okay. So the next poem I wrote the same day. I wrote in science. And basically we were watching the first Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, and I've seen that like 50 times. I'm honestly going to say probably about 50 times. I hate that movie now because I've seen it so much. But, so I wrote a sequel to that, and it's called The Uprising. It's about, well, I can tell you this. Okay. The sun shines on my head. How am I to know if I am really dead? A field of flowers, nothing of dread. What am I to find instead? Everything you wouldn't think. Some things even in pink. I'm not in hell, that's for sure. I wonder what's behind that door. If this is heaven, I couldn't tell. Then I begin to hear a bell. Ring, ring, ring is how it goes, but that everyone knows. And all of a sudden it stops to ring. And then the strangest thing. I fall, but I keep falling. Have I risen again? Is this finally the end? I am nowhere, and no one knows it. Now, this one was a sequel to my death, obviously. Basically, it's just about somehow not dying yet. Just like, not really reincarnation. Just like coming back from the dead and not knowing where you are. If you've ever seen the movie Lovely Bones, it's basically like being in the in-between, like she was. Is basically what it is. I have two other poems that I've done so far, and this is a thick book, if you can tell. 2 other poems, and I'm working on a 3rd one. I'm not really big into writing poetry, like I try, and I think it's cool. My mom and dad wrote poetry when they were younger, so I guess I get my rhythm from them or something. I'm absolutely not certain. I try to write songs a lot, but you know, what the heck is that RV doing here? Anyway, I try to write songs a lot, but you know how that works out sometimes. So, okay, well, I guess I'll vlog you later. That was so stupid and cheesy. I'm sorry.